My phone started predicting things before they happened. Then it predicted my death. It started with coffee. My phone's notification bar showed a message from an app I didn't remember installing, a plain white icon with no name. The message read, "The barista will spell your name wrong. She'll write Marcos instead of Marcus. Don't correct her. It's the version of events where you don't get hit by the delivery truck." I laughed and ignored it. I went to the coffee shop. The barista wrote Marcos on my cup. I was about to correct her when I noticed a delivery truck running a red light through the intersection outside, exactly where I would have been standing if I'd reached the pickup counter 30 seconds earlier, which is roughly how long the correction conversation would have taken. I checked my phone. The app had a new message, "You're welcome." I tried to delete the app. It wasn't in my installed applications list. It wasn't in my settings. It existed only as notifications that appeared on my lock screen, and when I tried to screenshot them, the screenshots showed a blank notification bar. The app didn't exist, but it was right. The predictions came daily, small ones at first, the kind that could be dismissed as coincidence if you tried hard enough. Take the stairs, not the elevator will get stuck for 2 hours. Leave 5 minutes early, there's going to be an accident on your usual route. Don't eat the salmon at lunch, the kitchen made a mistake with the temperature. Each prediction was specific, actionable, and correct. I tested it by deliberately ignoring a prediction once. The app had told me not to open my office window. I opened it anyway. A pigeon flew in and caused a chain reaction that knocked my laptop off my desk, shattering the screen and destroying 3 months of unsaved work. The next notification read, "That was your choice." The app did not explain itself. It did not identify what it was or how it worked. It simply provided information about near-future events with the casual precision of a weather forecast. After 2 weeks of following its advice, I realized something disturbing. The predictions were getting bigger, not coffee orders and elevator malfunctions, career decisions, relationship advice. The app was scaling up, and each prediction seemed to matter more than the last. The death prediction arrived on a Thursday at 3 in the morning, lighting up my bedroom with the cold glow of a notification I hadn't asked for and couldn't ignore. It read, "On Saturday at 6:14 p.m., you will be at the intersection of Maple and 3rd. A gray sedan will run the stop sign. You will not survive. This is the only version of events where you are at that intersection at that time. Do not go to Maple and 3rd on Saturday." I sat up in bed and stared at the message until my eyes ached. Then I did what any rational person would do. I decided that on Saturday I would not go anywhere near Maple and 3rd. I would stay home. I would lock my doors. I would wait for 6:14 to pass and prove to myself that the future is not fixed, that a notification on a phone that shouldn't exist does not have the power to dictate when I die. The app's response was immediate. "That's what you think you'll do." But there are 7 chains of events between now and Saturday that lead you to that intersection. I've blocked 4 of them. You need to block the remaining 3 yourself. I will tell you how. The 3 remaining chains were absurdly specific. Chain 5. My sister would call on Friday evening asking me to pick up a prescription from a pharmacy on Maple Street. The app told me to call her first and offer to have it delivered. Chain 6. My car's GPS would malfunction on Saturday morning and reroute me through the Maple and 3rd intersection on my way to the grocery store. The app told me to take the bus instead. Chain 7 was the one that scared me. A coworker named David, who I barely knew, would ask me on Saturday afternoon to help him move a couch to his new apartment. His new apartment was on 3rd Street. The app told me to say no, and to say it firmly because David would be persuasive and I would feel guilty, and guilt was the chain that was hardest to break because it didn't feel like a chain. It felt like being a good person. I followed every instruction. My sister called on Friday evening. I offered delivery. My GPS glitched Saturday morning. I took the bus. David asked about the couch at 11 a.m. I said no. It was the hardest thing I'd done in months. At 6:14 p.m. on Saturday, I was sitting on my couch watching television. I was not at Maple and 3rd. I was alive. The app sent one notification at 6:15. A gray sedan ran the stop sign at Maple and 3rd at 6:14 p.m. No pedestrians were present. No injuries. Then a second message, "You're safe. But you need to understand what I am. I am not an app. I am not artificial intelligence. I'm a pattern recognition system that you created. Not you personally. The version of you that exists in a timeline where you did go to Maple and 3rd, where you did die, and where in the final 3 seconds of consciousness, your brain performed a calculation of such desperate intensity that it projected backward through the probability space and found this version of you. the version that could still be saved. I am the part of you that refuses to die. Every prediction I've made has been the knowledge of a mind that experienced the consequences and sent the warnings back. I am your last thought, and I have one more warning to give you. The final warning was not about me. It was a list. 12 names, 12 dates, 12 intersections and accidents and medical emergencies and moments where the difference between life and death was measured in seconds and inches. 12 people who were going to die in the next month, each death preventable if someone knew exactly when and where to intervene. The app's last message read, "I can only reach you. I cannot reach them. But you can. The question is whether you will." Each intervention will cost you something: time, money, relationships, credibility. People will think you're crazy. Some will be afraid of you. The police will eventually become involved. But 12 people will be alive who would otherwise be dead, and that math is the only math that matters. The app went dark after that. No more notifications, no more predictions. Just a list of 12 names and the knowledge that somewhere in the probability space, a version of me had died at Maple and 3rd and used their final thought to give 12 strangers a chance at life. I picked up my phone. I started with the first name on the list.